Hey folks, Watson here from Watson's Reviews. My workflow just got faster, cleaner, and more efficient than ever thanks to my new triple monitor arm setup. So let's go ahead and check it out right about now. This is the HUANUO triple monitor mount for 17-inch to 32-inch monitors. It's got swivel, tilt, rotation, and you can adjust it up, down, and all around. Plus, a couple different ways to mount it, and all the hardware you'll need to do that. So let's go. First, I'll show you what comes with it, give you a tour of the parts and the device, talk about the two different ways to mount it, then get it set up for my desk, show you some use, and a bunch of the various different screen combinations. Then we'll talk about some of the benefits of having a triple monitor arm and why it's awesome, and see if this is perfect for your setup. I'm guessing it probably is. So the structure is made of 90% aluminum, with that triangular base making it extra stable and strong. And this is black obviously, but there are two more colors, silver and white if you prefer. It comes with 3 mounting plates for up to 3 monitors, and they're the Visa style plates with both 75mm and 100mm holes. So it's a pretty universal setup. If your monitors have mounting setups in the first place, chances are it's one of these two. Just make sure they're between 17 and 32 inches and between 4.4 pounds and 17.6 pounds. Also, pro tip, make sure you have HDMI or DisplayPort cords that are long enough. I've accumulated a ton of these over the years, and none of them were over 6 feet long, which wasn't long enough to reach my third monitor. You'll want to have a little bit of slack in the cord to move the monitors around, but the compression arms have cable management covers, which will help keep everything nice and neat and in a straight line. And don't let the number of parts fool you. Installation is very straightforward, but there's 2 different ways to mount it, and they give you hardware for each method. So you're going to have some parts left over. The first mounting method is the clamp method, which is what I chose, because my desk is the perfect depth to have the monitors all the way back. There's also the grommet mounting method, which requires a hole in your desk, either pre-existing or one you'll have to drill yourself, but it gives you more versatility on mounting placement if you prefer to go that route. The instructions are really straightforward. With either method, you just get your base attached and then pop the arms together, put the plates on the monitors, put the monitors on the arms, and tighten them up accordingly. Just use the included Allen wrench to adjust the tension on the swivel or the tilt. You want to be able to move them freely, but also have them stop in place when you let go. And once everything was attached and clamped down, it felt really solid. The monitor arm assembly felt like a piece of the desk. The parts that were clamped down just didn't budge at all. I could move the desk though. I kinda knew what to expect though, because the monitor arm I was switching from was a double monitor arm also from HUANUO, which I really liked, but I felt like it was time to move up to 3 monitors. So here we are. I just love all the flexibility in monitor placement. You've got all these different combinations. You can do 3 landscape monitors, a couple of portrait style on the side, you can do 3 portrait style monitors, or mix and match. Just keep in mind the middle monitor is meant to be locked into place, so you want to make that decision beforehand. But the other 2 monitors you can just move freely, up, down, left, right. You can rotate in both directions. This is useful if you want the cord on one side or the other, and it also has plenty of tilt, up and down, and pivot, left and right. And the nice thing is you don't have to settle on one particular workspace. They're easy to change on the fly if you need to, but I like having at least 1 monitor in portrait style for reading documents or editing vertical videos. If you're using Windows, it's super easy to get these set up. Just go into the display settings and you can select placement, orientation, and all that. Super easy. And now some benefits. Using a triple monitor arm gives you several practical and ergonomic benefits, especially if you're at work, you're a gamer, coder, or do a lot of multitasking. So first, of course, better ergonomics. Lets you position each screen at the ideal height, distance, and angle. And this will help reduce neck and eye strain, help you with your posture, and minimize shoulder and back discomfort on those long days. Nice. And I already mentioned the flexibility and adjustment options. You've got the tilt, the pan, swivel, rotation, and height and depth adjustment. One of my favorite benefits is more desk space. The footprint on the clamp is tiny compared to the footprint on 3 separate stands. So I've got almost my entire desktop clear if I need to. This is going to be great if you have an extra tablet, laptop, a console, a bunch of accessories, or in my case, a keyboard. It fits right on there. Awesome. It also makes your desk easier to clean and probably less likely to be cluttered. And speaking of clutter, it's got those built-in cable routing protectors, reducing visible clutter, helping to keep cables organized and out of the way, and it just looks better too. Most of the gamers I know are just obsessed with cable management. And speaking of gamers, you can use curve monitors on this, and if you position them correctly, You can have a huge, wide, curved monitor, which is pretty cool, but it also supports mixed monitor size, which wouldn't be as easy to do on a standing mount for 3 screens, and a lot easier to line everything up. But regardless of how you set it up, you're going to get improved productivity when you're multitasking. Lets you keep more windows visible at one time, easier to align, to flow back and forth between the monitors. If you're editing video, it allows you to have a dedicated source monitor and an extra monitor for anything else. Same with gaming. Some games even have multiple monitor setups, or you can just have the wiki open for information on another screen. Nice. And lastly, and maybe most important depending on your priorities, is it just looks good. It looks cool. It's like having a command center, or piloting a spaceship or something. I really like it. And that about sums it up. I've been a fan of HUANUO products since I got my first monitor arm from them. I've never had a single problem with them. These monitor arms are designed and tested rigorously. The pneumatic springs inside undergo 20,000 cycles of testing to make sure you've got reliable and smooth adjustments every time you use them. So great job, HUANUO. Keep up the good work on that department. I wasn't actually sure that upgrading to 3 screens would be useful, but it definitely has improved my workflow. I was concerned it would make me less organized with a lot of screen clutter, but it's actually been the opposite. It's been easier to organize and keep a good workflow going. Well, there you go, folks. I really love my new setup. All kinds of flexibility for every situation I can imagine. Plus it looks cool too. So if you want to get one for yourself, check out the links below, and we'll see you next time on Watson's Reviews. Watson out.